Hello everyone, and welcome to another kit review. So this time we're doing the EMHAR Bedford OSB breakdown lorry. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. This was actually the first kit that I actually got, and as a present from my lovely wife. So yeah, and it is absolutely superb. I can't wait to get into it. So yeah, I'm not sponsored by EMHAR or anyone else on this channel for these kit reviews. But there is space if you want to pop along and contact me one way or the other for any kit reviews. I'm willing to do some if you're willing to supply the kits. But that's just a little plug. And anyway, let's get into it as best we can. I know there's some people in the chat, so I'm just going to change my camera because you guys want to see what this kit is. I'm sure you do. So let's get into it. Yeah, lovely Saturday today. So the rain stopped at last, as far as we're aware. So hopefully that makes us feel a bit better. Right. Okay, so here it is in the box. Okay, and I'm going to show you it in a second. So the EMHAR Bedford OSB short wheelbase O series 5-ton recovery truck, and the kit includes optional decals for 2 liveries plus assorted registration plates. So it's actually in like a creamy color that somebody's painted it in by Brook and Sons Limited, motor engineers, towing and recovery, established in 1934. Town garage, high street, and the telephone number. Now that could be almost anywhere. Could be almost absolutely anywhere. Because where is town garage? Where is high street? Where are Brook and Sons Limited, motor engineers? It doesn't actually tell you, but obviously you can make it into whatever place you like with the decals that's in there. I can't wait to have a look at the decals because I think they'll be brilliant. And again, it's a superb lorry. The 1939 to 50 Bedford O series. What a wonderful classic. Absolute brilliant little wagon these was. So versatile. They made them into minibuses and buses. They made them into coaches. They made them into all sorts of everything, lorry and truck wise and van wise. Did the old Bedfords, the old O series as we called them. And yeah, there was built from about 1939 to about 1950 or thereabouts. These kits by EMHAR are available all over the place. That you can find them on the net, and you can find them on places like auction sites like eBay and such like, and you can find them in model shops. And if you can't find one in your local model shop, then I would suggest that you either look on the internet or you ask your local model shop to source you one. Generally, they're about somewhere between 35 and 55 pounds a kit. So it depends on which one you get. So I do believe that this one is the most dearest one, and I think it's the most popular one as well, with it being a recovery vehicle. So there's lots we can do with the recovery vehicle, especially on a diorama. And that's going to be my thing, is that I'm going to build these kits up, and I'm going to make a diorama from it. And it'll either be a Bedford dealership or a Bedford garage, and there will be quite a few Bedford vehicles dotted around, especially these other 3 in the series as well, because I have them other 3 in the series, which we'll talk about a bit later on. But also I'll be putting in the diorama the Sunstar Bedford. And I've just dropped a little something off this, and I can't remember what it is. Okay, let's turn it round. So this actually was bought by myself a long time ago off the internet, and it was rough and ready, and it still is rough and ready. It's got lots of things, and my camera's gone funny. Come on, camera. And it's got lots of things wrong with it. It's got broken windows, and it's got broken bits and pieces, and no headlights and things like that. So, but yeah, I think I'll have that on the diorama as well, and because it'll go nice with the Bedford dealership stroke garage that I'm hoping to make. Yeah, the wonderful dual vista bodied Bedford OB coach. Yes. So, yeah, we'll have that on the diorama as well. Okay, let me get and have a look at the chat before there's too much chat. First one in the chat then is my mum, Mary Oglesby. Hi, everyone. Hi, ma'am. Hope you're all right. And then we've got Max Modz. Good afternoon, everybody. Hi, Mark. And then my mum says, last time from South Africa. Yeah, she's joined the chat all the way from South Africa. And she'll be back early next week. So, and let's hope you've both had a brilliant time. Okay, Crafty Chris says, Mary Oglesby, we've got your bread and milk in. Yeah, we've done that today. We've got your bread and milk and a little something for you to eat. And then obviously we'll be picking you up for your shopping and everything. So, Horlix, afternoon, Dave. Hi, Horlix. Thanks for joining us. And it's welcome that you're along. Thank you very much. And Yorkshire Crafter. Hi, everyone. Hi, Yorkshire Crafter. Thanks for joining. Crafty Chris says, hi, Horlix and Yorkshire Crafter. And Yorkshire Crafter says, hi, Chris. And Max Modz says, look a good model. Yeah, looks brilliant. So, and Horlix says, hi, Crafty Chris, Yorkshire Crafter and Max Modz. And then Horlix says, hi, Mary. And then Max Modz says, hi, Horlix. And then Yorkshire Crafter says, hi, Horlix. Okay, I think that's it for now. I'm going to star that comment. And then we'll have a look what's in the box, shall we? Okay, so what's in the box? Well, again, it's a superbly packed model. The box, the artwork on the box is fabulous. You've got on this side of the box, you actually have the history of the Bedford O series, which is brilliant to read. It's 1/24 scale, as it says on the box, and so obviously that's quite big. It's actually about, you know, perhaps this big or so. Yeah, I would have thought that it would be 3/4 of the size of this, and this is a foot long. 12 inches long is this one, so I would have thought it'd be 3/4 that length easily, and easily the same wings and everything. So yeah, 1/24 scale. It's quite a big scale. It's a scale that I actually love. I really do love 1/24 scale. So, and it will be only my second time of building one when I get into one of these kits, because the only other kit that I did build in 1/24 scale was a Ford Transit van. By Italieri. So, right, let me just put this the other way and we'll have a look inside the box. So what we've got is the grey plastic, and what I've done is I've simply just cut all the bags down one side so we can just pull them out the bags and have a look at each one individually. So I think I might bring the box up like that and then have the box as the background, and then we can see what the parts are. So this sprue has got the chassis, and you can see the chassis down here, and then the boards, which we can easily make into another wagon if we wish. Now these boards are exactly the same as the tipper wagon. So you remember the last time we did one, we did the tipper wagon, the little Bedford short wheelbase tipper wagon. Well, these boards are exactly the same. So if you don't wish to make a Charolais bodied recovery vehicle, you can actually make a little short wheelbase tipper. So that's sprue one that we've come across. So I'm just going to have to do this a little bit canny because obviously I want to be very careful with the parts. Next sprue we come across then is this one, and we've seen one of these before. And this has got your doors. So you've got your cab doors. We've got the beautiful Bedford front grille and bonnet. So you've got your bonnet here with the wings, look, and then the wings that go over each side of the front wheels. Beautiful. And then the radiator, the dashboard, the front bumper, and then the scuttle. Okay, so that's just inside is that, and that's obviously covering the engine and what have you, and the gear stick goes down there. So yeah, what a marvelous. So there is some ejector pin marks on them, which aren't too bad, but they are mostly on the back side of the parts, so that's absolutely fine. You won't see them marks obviously because they'll be on the back side of the parts, and the main parts that you'll be concentrating on is the front side of the parts. And as you can see from that bonnet side there, it's absolutely smooth, beautiful. Yeah, and so is the wing top and everything, and sorry, the bonnet top and the wings. Yeah, they're absolutely wonderful. So, and the cab doors, so classic, and of course you put handles in them as well. Yeah, I can't wait to get the details on these Bedford grills, and yeah, the chrome strip down them and everything, and the chrome radiator cap and the Bedford decals, which should be in the kit. Yeah, that's going to be absolutely fantastic. So that's another sprue. Let's go for another one. So yeah, there's certainly plenty of sprues in these kits. Oh my goodness me, I didn't cut that very good. My scissors aren't very good. Come on, open up. Open sesame, is it? Right. So we've got obviously the wheels here. So there's 6 wheels, 2 at the front and 4 at the back. Of course, there's 2 on each side of the back. So the Bedford, the classic Bedford front rim, yeah, superb. And then all the other rims that make up the wheels, the steering wheel, of course, and then bits and bobs of the chassis, the exhaust, the front axle, and several other bits. These sprues are absolutely wonderful. They really are very well detailed. So let's have a look at the back. Ejector pin marks, yes, there is a few, but we're not going to be seeing them at all. So, and then I've actually spotted there, we've actually got the Bedford sounds. Now, is that for the mats? I don't know whether my camera will pick it up. It might do. If I tilt the, just looking in this corner here, if I tilt my, yeah, we can see the Bedford sound now. Is that in the mats, perhaps? Yeah. Well, what a cracking detail that is. So let me turn it back over. You've got the battery, and then you've got all the other bits that go in the engine. Oh, there's a gear stick there. Oh, yeah. Okay. And they had a little pawl on them as well that you lifted for getting them in reverse gear, if I remember rightly. So that's another sprue. Let's go for another one. There's plenty of sprues and plenty of parts. So let's have a look. And we've got in this one, we have what? Let's see if we can find out what it is. Is it parts more of the chassis? Parts of the? Is it parts of the wrecker wagon itself? It could well be, but yeah, parts of the wrecker wagon. I would have said there's a winch there by the looks of it, and another steering wheel. I think that's a wheel on a winch, and then we've got various girders and various bits and pieces for the Charolais body. Yeah, they used to call them a Charolais body. So yeah, and the definitely the crane there, a bit of the crane. Right, let's go for another one. Goodness me, there is that many sprues in here. It's brilliant. So now we've got what we've got on this one. We've got the rear wings, okay, the rear axle, okay, and then we've got the engine and gearbox by the looks of it. Yeah, the typical Bedford straight 6, 28 horsepower. Yeah, 28 horsepower. Bedford straight 6 petrol engine. So, and our thing's just gone off to remind us to feed the dog. Would happen, wouldn't it? Never mind. So we've got the top of the engine here, the cover, and then obviously the belts, and then the fan, and a few other bits and pieces for the engine. Yeah, fabulous. And let's have a look at the numbers on there. They're going up to 28, 30, 33, 30, so 37. Yeah, so there's 38 bits so far we've come up to. There's certainly a lot of parts. Okay, next sprue. And we're getting down on now. So this is a little sprue. This one, what does this one have in? I'm thinking that this is probably bits of the crane. Yes, it's probably bits of the crane, and that's because we've got the hook there. If you can see that at the top of the screen. So there's the hook for the recovery crane on the back. So, and that comes in 2 halves. Okay, and then we've got 2 halves of them bits and pieces to put together for the recovery crane and the winch. Wow, brilliant. Okay, what's next? Okay, well, next, it's a bit of a mystery. I don't know what this is, but I did find my scissors somewhere. I just found the scissors. So I know it's quite delicate because it's in some protected packet. So let's have a look at it. Let's open it up live. Let's see what we can find in here. So, well, yeah, it's really delicate. I know that. So, oh, there's a bit of tape on there. So you can cut that bit of tape. Yeah. Come on, tape. There we are. Let's see what we got in here. What's it going to be? It's going to be the windows. Yeah. So in there we've got the windows, the front cab windows, the side windows, and I do believe the headlights and the side lights and the flashing beacon as well, which will obviously need a orange bulb in. So I might have them flashing. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. I might think about that. So yeah, that's the glass, which is obviously wrapped up nice and perfectly, so that it keeps it away from any sunlight and away from any scratches or anything like that. So we'll pop it back in its protective and pop it back in the bag if we can get it in there. Yeah, we've got them in there. Okay, so let's have a look what else we've got then. We've got the decals. Okay, the decals are again fabulous. Let's get into them. So that's one thing I didn't do, was open the bag for the decals off of that small bag. Well, we've got the string for the winch and we've got the decals. So let me just try and open these very gently if I can. We've got some tape that's going across that's sealing it, so I'm just going to have to try and open that very, very carefully if I can. Slice across the top maybe. See if these scissors will do it. Yeah, they will. Come on. A little bit more. There we are. So here's the decals. Wow. So for this build, we've got the decals for North Worcestershire Garage, and we've got Vauxhall Cars, and we've got Stourbridge, and we've got the other one, the Town Garage as well. So Brook and Sons Motors. But there's all these little signs on them that was on recovery vehicles of the day. The RAC sign, the AA sign. It's got red and white number plates to represent, and red and white number plates down here to represent trade plates. And it's got the normal number plates to represent the normal number plates. So you've got all towing and recovery, and then you've got a Vauxhall Bedford service sign, which looks really good too. So them decals are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And yeah, I'm a bit undecided of which to do them in, really. Maybe the Brook and Sons motor engineers, I'm not sure. So, and we'll have the towing and recovery on it, and we'll have the Vauxhall Bedford service on as well. So on the one that I'm going to be doing. Fabulous. Right, so I'm going to put that back so it's protected, and then pop it back in there. And then we'll have a look at the instructions or the destructions. So as I said, there's some cotton in there. That's for your recovery vehicle. So for the crane part and for the winch. So let's move this out of the way now then. Hopefully we can get to see where the destructions are. There is a couple of bits that I've missed so far, which I'll come back to in a minute. So on the destructions, let me have a slurp of my tea. A call them the instructions. They are the instructions. On the instructions, you've got places where you put in the decals. There's all sorts of various places where it tells you to put the decals on the finished model once you've finished it and finished painting it. It tells you what colours to paint it in: Humbrol, enamel and acrylic paints. And it gives you Revel colours as well. And it obviously gives you other colours. So you can obviously choose which colour you want to use to paint it. And inside it tells you what all the sprues are. We've just gone through all the sprues, and then it starts to start on the construction of the engine. So that's how we first start this model, is you start building up the engine and the chassis, and then you go from there until you get to the point where you got the complete chassis done, and then it's just a fact of putting the body back on it, putting the body on it. And that's the Charolais body, okay, what they call the Charolais body, that's normally on a recovery vehicle. So, and where is the Charolais body? Well, it's actually here. So, wow, yes, we actually get the Charolais body and the crane itself. Now I'm going to open this because I want you guys to see it properly. So if I can get my little scissors to go down here. So I've got a problem with scissors recently. I'm going to see if I can invest in some next time I go shopping, I think. So right, let's open this up. So very carefully, here is the Charolais body. Okay, which is very, very common on a recovery vehicle. And that's because you have your crane, and you put your crane on the back there, sticking out. And the reason that is because down the bottom end of the crane here, you'll have a hook, and you'll be able to hook the vehicle up and winch it on, and hopefully tow it away. So that's the Charolais body. And you can tell that it's got like aluminium back on it, you know, so aluminium plate. And I don't know whether the camera will pick up that detail, but wow, it's got some detail in there. Yeah. So, and it just looks like aluminium plate, which would probably be right for a Charolais body. Obviously the cab would go on here on this front part, and then the crane winch would go on the back part, and then your back wheels here. So yeah, Charolais body. Why is it called a Charolais body? Because it actually looks like an old type Charolais, doesn't it? Of the Romans used to use, where they used to put a couple of horses out front here and then ride away in it with a cartwheel on the back. Yeah, a bit of a Roman war horse was a Charolais, wasn't it? So yeah, Charolais body, mainly made for wrecker wagons. So there's the crane part as well. It's in the bag there. That's very fragile, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to pop that back in here. And then something else we haven't come across, and that's the cab. And this is exactly the same as the cab on the other one. I will open it because if you haven't seen the other one. So this is one of 4, by the way. I'm doing 4. This is the second one that I've done, and I will be doing all 4 kits. So this is the second one I've done. So here we are. There's the classic Bedford cab. And let's just pick up the Charolais body again, just to give you an idea on size, and see where we can go from there. So if I put them two together, it will give you an idea of how big this model is. Okay, so there we are. There's the cab and the Charolais body. Okay, so you can tell that it's going to be quite a lovely big model. Okay, when it gets its front wings on and everything else. So that's how it goes. Yeah, cab and Charolais body. And then what else have we got in here? We've got the tyres. And these tyres, guys, wow. What can I say about these tyres other than the fact that they are super duper? I like a bit of detail when I'm building, and goodness me, like detail that you can't get into the packet. Come on, use a bit of brute force, shall we? Goodness me, what have they wrapped these up with? This is my age telling on me now, because I can't get into anything modern at all. So right, there's one tyre. It's got a bit of dust on it actually. So, and I don't know whether I can bring it up to the camera to show the detail on the tyre, but it has got tread on the tyre, and they are old-fashioned type tyres as well. So yeah, superb, and they are squashy. So yeah, proper rubber, which will look well once they're on the vehicle. So there we are. I've got them, the tyres, the cab, the shower layer body, the instructions, and what else have we got here? I'll show you the last part of the instructions, where we go putting the cab on the body, on the chassis, putting the shower layer body and the wings and the bonnet and all on together, and then you're building the crane up, and the last part of the instructions. Then the next part of the instructions would be the final part of the instructions, putting the crane onto the back of the shower layer body. And yeah, that's how it would look. So wonderful, wonderful bit of kit, absolutely wonderful, and it's going to make a wonderful little model. It certainly is. So, and yeah, I can't wait to get into it, but I have got other things pressing, as you know, so it's going to be a little while before I get round to them. I will be packing all this back up into the box and putting it somewhere safe, and I will be putting it somewhere safe until I can actually get round to it. So that's number 2 of 4. So there's obviously another 2 to go, and so look out for them on the channel. An EMHAR model kit of a Bedford OSB short wheelbase recovery truck, and that's us done for this one. So let me go back to the chat and see what's been happening there. So in the chat we've got Horlix. Yeah, I'll solder up an indicator Arduino kit. Wow, yeah, that'd be brilliant, Horlix, if you could. A flashing light on top, because it would have in actual fact, it shows the flashing light on top of the crane there, look. But I may be tempted to put the flashing light on top of the cab, which would be the normal place for it to go. So that would be brilliant if you could. So Danno's Universe says, hello everyone, sorry I'm late, I didn't realise you were going live, been busy, but we'll catch up with it later. No, that's okay, Danno, thank you ever so much for coming. And Crafty Chris says it's okay, Danno. So, and then Horlix says, I like the look of this kit, I think I can master the mini, I may get to buy one. Yeah, well, as I said, they're about, I've seen this kit about 50, 54, 53 pounds, something like that. But yeah, if you look around, sometimes they are a bit cheaper. It depends where you get them from. So yeah, but well worth it. And then my mum says, good show, thumbs up. Thank you, ma'am. And we'll see you hopefully on Monday. But I've got about another 3 shows to do before you actually come back. I'll be doing 2 tonight, I think it is, and then 1 tomorrow. So yeah, okay, because I've got a lot of catching up to do. All right, so come back cameras up then, if I can, and you can see my ugly mug again. Okay, so there we are. So right, hope you've enjoyed that. So that's the EMHAR Bedford OSB kit, and I'll just show you a picture that I've got here to share. That's the back side of it, that shows all the crane and everything. And yeah, you can see that the light is on very top of the crane back there, but I think I'm going to put that on top of the cab, right in the middle at top of the cab, I think. Just to be individual as it was. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So yeah, that you can see all the back end of the recovery vehicle there, and you can see why the body is actually cut away, because you need to be into that crane, and You need to be able to see what you're towing, etc., and what have you. So yeah, that's the back end of it. Okay, and I think it'll look absolutely superb. So I've just got to get the painting right, which is going to be a little bit awkward, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. So okay, I'm going to stop sharing that so it's not in the way now. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. And there's going to be a couple more shows tonight. We have got a chat tonight that I've noticed. So I will be along to the chat, but I'll try and make my shows in between the chat times, so I can be along with the chat. But yeah, I've got a lot to do, so I've got a lot to catch up on tonight. What shall I do? Shall I do this unbuild behind me, or shall I do the blue root master, or shall I do the red root master? I've actually got the red root master to do with another issue, but I've also got to explain the David Buckingham bases as well, and how we stand the model onto it, etc., and why do we get them black blocks with it, and what have you. So I may do a red root master one and then an unbuilding root master one tonight. Okay, so look out for them on my channel, and we'll see you later. Last of all, in the chat then, we've got Horlix says, yeah, I'll solder up an indicator Adwin. Okay, thank you for that, Horlix, much appreciated. And then Danno's Universe says, hello everyone, sorry I'm late. Oh, we did that already, didn't we? Where's my thing gone? So we did that already. It's me, I'm not with it today. Goodness me. Right, so with that then, guys, I'm going to say a hearty goodbye. I'm going to say thank you ever so much for watching. On your way out, please give it a nice good thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. Subscribe to all the channels that's in the description below here, because they're all my colleagues, and they'll obviously benefit from your subscription as well. And they do similar sort of stuff to what I do, you know, some nice, interesting stuff in their YouTube channels. So okay, so I'm going to leave you. I'm going to say thank you ever so much for joining me. Join me again tonight, and hopefully we'll tell you what else is on during the week as well later on tonight. So good night from me, and take care and peace, everyone.